Hello there guys, and welcome back to another review. And today we will be taking a look at the 2021 CollectA Deluxe 140 scale Dilophosaurus. Now, Dilophosaurus, which name means two-crested lizard, is a genus of theropod that lived in the early Jurassic period 193 million years ago in what is now Arizona. Now, contrary to popular belief, Dilophosaurus was actually a very large animal, at around 7 meters in length and weighing upwards of around 400 kilograms. Now, it lived in the Kayenta Formation, where it lived alongside the sauropodomorph Ceratosaurus, the other theropod Kayenta veneta, and the small armoured ornithischian Scutellosaurus, as well as quite a few other animals. Now, in 2020, Dilophosaurus actually got a bit of press because a new study had actually been published fully describing the remains of Dilophosaurus, as that had not been done since, well, the skull was actually found back in the 70s. And what they determined is that Dilophosaurus was not a weak scavenger. It was in fact a very fast, agile, and very deadly predator, whose skull was actually a lot thicker and more able to, well, tear into its prey than had been imagined previously. Even the crests were a lot different, much more broader and more taller. In fact, we're not really sure how large the crests would have been on Dilophosaurus, but it's quite possible they could have looked something like a cassowary, perhaps with all the keratin on top. But yeah, Dilophosaurus has had a bit of a makeover. And this is where this brand new 2021 figure comes in. Now, first off, we'll take a look at the head, as always. Now, the head, well, the head is nicely detailed. I can see there are a couple of problems. I mean, it isn't great. We have these really two long saber-looking teeth there. I mean, that is where the notch, of course, would be. You can see the nostrils there. Not perfect, but, you know, it's alright. We, of course, have the black eye and the ear hole, and then, of course, we have the crest here, which has been very nicely picked out. There's some nice, sort of like, scoop-like work on it. And in fact, on this side, you can even see there's like an injury here on the crest, which I think is a really nice attention to detail. Really, really cool. So while it looks perfect on that side, it has an injury right here on this side, which is very, very cool. Going down from the back of the skull, you can see that there's a line of scoots that go from down the back of the neck, and they keep going all the way down to the end of the tail. Dilophosaurus, of course, had 4 fingers, but there's a tiny vestigial one there, and then the 3 larger fingers. There's some nice musculature there. Very nice scale work as well. We have the feet here, again with some nice scalation down there as well, and the very long tail to help counterbalance the weight of the animal. There's also some nice scalation and detail underneath the figure. It says there, Dilophosaurus made in China. There's of course the cloaca hole there, which has been coloured a nice sort of greyish colour, and then there's some nice striping going along the underside of the tail. Now, if this colour scheme looks familiar, well, you'd be right. I think that CollectA took inspiration from the description of the Dilophosaurus in the Jurassic Park novel, as they were described as having a red crest with a yellow body and blackish stripes and striations going down the body. Now, while these are, of course, a dark brown, I think CollectA definitely took inspiration from that description. And I think it actually quite works very well. A sort of a nice nod to the novel. And I have heard people complain about the feet. Now, yeah, they are oversized. They are indeed oversized, but it does actually help it stand up. Maybe they could have used a base for the figure. Personally, it doesn't bother me that much, but I can see where people would be coming from. So yeah, while definitely a nice update, there are still some aspects that I think could be redone, especially maybe bits of the head here. I mean, maybe it's just me, it's just I find like these really two-looking saber teeth to be really kind of off-putting. I don't know. Because, you know, there is, of course, that classic notch that they have put in there. It's very subtle, but you can see it, like where those saber teeth are. But who knows? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. And just for a little comparison here, we shall bring in the Papo Dilophosaurus from 2014 and the Safari Limited Dilophosaurus from 2020. Now, as you can see, all three of these are very different. With the Papo one, almost taking an inspiration from Jurassic Park, but not adding the frill, but actually, I think, doing a better job. Unfortunately, the 2020 Dilophosaurus has, well, this was made before the study was actually published, so it's kind of unfortunate. So I'd say currently the most up-to-date would be the CollectA one. Then again, it isn't perfect, but it's still, I'd say, the most up-to-date. So, in regards to the CollectA Dilophosaurus, it's an improvement, I will say, on the original. We all have seen images of that 2006-2007 Procon one. Oh god, that's going to be in our nightmares. But I think this was a much needed update. While not perfect, I think it's still a great figure of Dilophosaurus. I mean, it's not going to fall over. The coloration is a nice nod to the Jurassic Park novel. Also, the little injury detail on the crest, I think, adds some character to this guy. And I just think it's a nice all-round figure. As I said, not perfect, but still a good attempt. And definitely a marked improvement over the original. But if you want to purchase this Dilophosaurus, as well as the other ones I've shown in the video, you can check out Everything Dinosaur. I will leave a link to that in the description box below, where you can purchase those figures, along with any of the other companies that you so wish, like Safari, Papo, Schleich, and so on and so forth. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video. So please take care and have a great day. Bye!